Hi guys, I had a really good email today from a student that was asking a few questions about stationary progressive wave. So I wanted to address those really quickly and hopefully it'll benefit all of you guys. Now, a stationary wave by its very definition does not transmit energy. Okay? So if you think about some kind of boundary, a reflective boundary, if we've got our source of oscillations over here, and over here we've got some kind of boundary that's going to reflect those oscillations, the wave will progress along, collide with the boundary, and then be reflected back. Now, just so we're clear, where this wave is in phase, where it collides back with the boundary, what we have here, these points here, these are what we call the nodes. And that was again a question that was raised today. These areas here are the antinodes. Okay? T's done there. Now, with a progressive wave, the situation that we have is that they do transmit energy. So if you think about a source of oscillation, for example over here, as that wave transmits along, there will be a transfer of energy. Okay, so that hopefully should clear up that point. Now, the next point that was raised is again a very, very interesting point. And this is the idea about when you're, let's say, looking at the road, let's say, particularly when you look at old American movies or road movies and you see the air around the horizon looks very fuzzy. And I guess as your knowledge starts to expand, you start to create links between concepts. Now, the question here is this an example of progressive waves? Well, yes, in some respects, and no in another. If we think about our source of radiation here, which is the sun, I always like to give the guy sunglasses. Those rays of light, as they incidence onto the Earth's atmosphere, are going to be changing their densities. Now, what we have here is a mixture of cold and hotter, not hot, particles. Now, as you will remember from your GCSE knowledge, as particles change their kinetic energy, the one variable that changes with them is their density. Now what you have here is a mixture of densities. As those densities start to change, what you'll get a ray of incidence that's going to be changing, or not, rather it's not going to change, but it's going to be going through different mediums of different densities. So actually the concept we should be talking about here is refraction. That's what's going on here. And to use a very simple word here, as the rays of light incident on this area start to bend in different directions, you get this fuzzing pattern of light, which we see in our eyes. And that's commonly associated in the desert with ideas like mirages and things like that. Hopefully that's helpful, guys. Any questions, please do email me.